What is up, YouTube? What is up, YouTube? We're gonna react to a Minecraft story. Disclaimer, please read it and go react to this guy. Show some love to this guy. Right here. Dry fruits, he actually is a pretty chill guy. Know what the fat like, fat subscribe. Let's get into it, bro.
I shouldn't have found this. It was 3 in the morning, and I was mindlessly scrolling through YouTube in my bed. But then a strange video popped up in my feed. The title was pretty vague, and the thumbnail unedited. But something about it caught my attention. I clicked on it. And I really wish I hadn't, because this one decision would eventually lead us down a deep, dark rabbit hole. One ending with a player going insane and eventually disappearing from the internet. What happened to this player? Why did he seemingly vanish without a trace? We must find out. But before that, we must start where this all began. It all started with the first episode of 9, simply titled A Fresh Start. The player, Malum6x3, had just began a new survival world and wanted to record his gameplay to post online. I'm gonna be starting a new Let's Play series. It will be fun, I think. Malum introduces us to his new world before saying that he'll be going off to get some materials. He chops down a tree and crafts some wooden tools, before mentioning that he asked his friend to play with him, but he said he was too busy. Malum then proceeds to kill some animals, craft stone tools, and mine some coal ore, before ending the first episode by collecting flowers. And honestly, episode 1 was fairly normal, nothing too out of the ordinary, so I clicked right on to the next one, episode 2, Exploring the New World. The second video began just like the first. Malum now had a few more resources and states that he's going to be trying to make some more progress this episode. He mines more wood, kills more pigs, before crafting a boat and sailing through the river in hopes of finding something cool. After rowing for a bit, he finally comes to land, and after searching for a bit, finds a cherry grove biome, which excites him as he's never actually seen one before. He talks about how happy he is and collects some more flowers before ending the episode. And similar to episode 1, this second video didn't really seem that interesting either. But surprisingly, that would all change in the next video, episode 3.
It's gonna be like a URL or something.
This May.
Or an ad, or an ad, or an
$200
ad.
on
Yeah,
select sets of 4
pal.
tires.
Frick pal. I have to watch this through.
Get Spectrum fiber-powered internet and
Hey,
2
cut this
Spectrum
out.
mobile phone
Hey,
lines
dude, dude,
each
dude.
for just $30 a month and save
Oddly enough, the third episode was posted a full 2 months after the previous ones, with the title reflecting that, being called Sorry for the Long Break, I'm Back. Naturally curious about why Malum had taken such a long break, I started watching the video to find out more. Episode 3 began with Malum greeting us, followed by the explanation for his lengthy hiatus. Hey guys, sorry for the long break. I've been dealing with some real life stuff recently and been pretty busy, but anyways, I'm back. Now, weirdly enough, his explanation for why he's been gone was pretty vague. He didn't really give us any information on why he's actually been away, besides for just saying he's been dealing with some things in real life. And unfortunately, with no other information, we really can't know for sure why he's been absent. So I continued on watching the video in hopes of coming across any new details that would help us in solving this mystery. And it really seemed like we weren't going to find anything else. He would spend the next few minutes killing tons of animals for food, but after realizing that he had no fuel to cook the food with, began traveling down a cave in hopes of finding coal. But this was when something straight up weird happened. You see, after going down the cave, Malum would find some iron ore sticking out of the wall, and after mining it, he would continue on deeper down the cave, and eventually he came across some coal to smelt his food with. So he began to walk towards it, but then, out of nowhere, Malum took a small stumble back, and then he froze. He just stood, perfectly still, just staring at the coal ore. And he would remain like this for a solid 5 minutes straight.
How can you tell there's coal ore right there? Like, hold on.
It was only
Enhance? I can't see anything.
when a zombie slowly crept over and started to attack him, where he suddenly snapped out of this trance-like state back to reality. And after killing the zombie, he quickly mined the coal and rushed back up to the surface, with the episode ending only after he finally cooked his food. And obviously, like many of you, I was left completely baffled after watching this. Why did Malum suddenly just freeze up out of nowhere? What could have caused him to do this? I began watching back episode 3, looking for any clues or hints in the video that I might have somehow missed, but there was nothing. Nada. Zilch.
What if dude's mom just called him to, like, do the dishes or something, pal? And he just came back as, like, it could be a huge coincidence. Come on, pal.
And now,
all
feeling
have
more
chores,
lost than
we all have
ever,
chores.
decided that
Chores.
I must continue on with the story. So I clicked on to episode 4, Building My House. Episode 4 started like any other. He begins the video by welcoming us back to the series, then says what his plans are for the episode. Today I'm gonna finally build a base. I'm surprised I made it this far without one. He walks a few blocks before pausing again, saying he needs to get a few more materials first. He begins heading down a hill to collect more sand near the riverbank, and after a few minutes, finally says he thinks he has everything he needs to begin building. So he travels back up the hill in order to craft all the materials that he'll need for his house. And it was around here when something a little odd happened. As Malm was getting all the items ready that he would be needing, he was about to take out some green dye which he had smelting in a furnace. But after opening it, he immediately closed it and began walking away. And what's even stranger is that after just a few seconds, he would turn back around to grab the green dye. And honestly, I really don't know why he did this. It honestly could have just been a mistake, and it probably was. So I just kept it in the back of my mind and continued on watching. Following this, Malm would go on to craft a few more materials for his base, including a concoction of black, white, and cyan concrete powder, and after heading back to the water to harden it all, would finally begin construction on his house. He began building his house by starting with the cyan walls, an odd choice for a starter base, but it was clear that he had obviously put some thought into the design beforehand, making sure every block was placed perfectly just where he liked it. Malm's house consisted of bright cyan walls, long twisting
Why can't I have that shape, though? Why can't I
liked
have
it.
that,
Malm's house consisted
Why can't can I see that? Is that a dingling, Malum? Not a dingling? No, see that? Okay.
of bright cyan walls, long twisting hallways leading to his room, a checkerboard pattern floor, a disorganized storage system, and a single painting hanging just above his white bed. And after just 10 minutes, he finally placed the last block to his house, the door. After finishing construction, Mal would go on to celebrate his new house, talking about how much he loves it and calling it perfect, before the 4th episode would ultimately end with Malm going to bed inside his new base. And quite frankly, this would mark the last normal episode before things quickly became terrifying.
Eve to
I'm
me is
shivering right
basically
now.
freedom. It's a giant open universe
Rumbling
where
my
you can
boots, if you will.
Episode 5, titled Looking for Diamonds, began relatively ordinary. Malm would start the episode as usual by greeting the audience, then would state his plans for the day. Today I'm going to try finding diamonds. I was on Reddit earlier and saw that the best Y level to find diamonds is -58. Malm would then immediately start digging straight into the ground towards Y -58, with his camera jittery with what seemed like excitement. After digging down for a few
Bro, you never dig straight down. Malum's never played Minecraft. Malum has never played Minecraft, bro. Never
minutes, he
actually.
would finally reach the correct Y level, typing, I'm at Y equals -58 now. I'm going to strip mine. Malm would go on to strip mine for a couple of minutes looking for diamonds, but then something strange happened.
Sorry.
After a few minutes of digging straight ahead, Malm would go on to abruptly jolt his camera to the left to begin tunneling in a new direction. Which was odd,
we all
but
do
hey,
that?
maybe it
Like-
was just his intuition trying to lead him towards diamonds. But then, strangely enough, after just another couple of seconds of mining, Malm would, once again, sharply turn his camera towards a new direction. This time, his camera movements more jittery, like he was nervous. And after yet another few seconds, Malm would ultimately repeat the cycle once more by sharply jolting his camera towards the right. But this time around, he
Bro,
would,
we all be
oddly
doing
enough,
that.
begin mining horizontally, almost like he was trying to find something. And after a few seconds of mining, something incredibly bizarre happened. After a few seconds of mining diagonally, Malm would eventually uncover some coal ore hidden within the deep slate, and after noticing it, he stumbled back, just staring at it for a few seconds. But then, after a few seconds of silence, it was like something suddenly snapped within him.
He's racist. Notice how he doesn't stare at the iron. Notice how he doesn't stare at the iron. When he passes
Bing.
it,
I'm at y equals negative 58
like when
now.
he's passing it, he doesn't stare at the iron.
After
Like,
yet
hold on,
another
let's find
few
it real quick.
seconds, Malm
He
would
doesn't stare at the
ultimately repeat
iron.
the cycle
See,
once
right there,
more
you
by
saw it.
sharply
He
jolting
doesn't
his
stare at the
camera
iron
towards
or the
right.
freaking,
But this time
or
around,
the copper, or the copper.
he would
No, but he stares at the coal, cause it's black, cause he's racist. He's racist. I say right now, he's just racist.
suddenly snapped within him. He instantly began covering up the coal and then
Cause he's
frantically started
racist.
blocking
Cause he's
up the
racist. See, he doesn't
twisted
stare at the
tunnels which he
iron.
had dug
He doesn't stare at the iron. Just he's racist.
out, trying to cover any trace left
Cancelled.
behind, like he was trying to hide the evidence as if he was never there. Eventually, he reached the
Look
point
at him. Doesn't stare at the red either.
where he
Just the
initially
black.
started and began
He's scared of
tearing
black.
up the hole where he dug down from, anxiously trying to escape from something.
Trying to
And
escape
then
from the
the episode ended.
black coal, cause he is racist. See, this is racist. This video was racist. Okay, that video, not this video. Not this. No.
This
Not this
was
video, but
bone
like-
chilling. The episode began relatively.
See, look at him. Racist man. I bet you he'd love that Steve skin white right now, huh?
normal, but then Malm, out of nowhere, suddenly
Malm?
started sprinting
Malm?
away,
I don't know.
covering up his trails. It was as if someone was chasing him, but there was no one there. I now had a
The
million
black, he's scared of black. He's scared of the black.
questions racing through my mind. How will Malm act in the next episode? Will we find out what caused him to act like this? Just why was he acting so peculiar? And now, left more puzzled than ever, I hesitantly decided to click onto the 6th episode,
Boy.
desperate for answers. Episode 6, titled Trees and Animals, began differently than usual. Malm opened the episode in his base, but this time there is no greeting, not a single word. After exiting his base, he headed straight for a forest. After arriving, he began chopping down a tree,
I'm surprised you're not afraid of brown too, Malum.
and then another one, and then another one. For the
Why are we so skeptical about Malum like cutting trees? Like, don't we all do this?
whole episode, Malm would spend his time cutting down every single tree he saw, combined with killing literally every animal that crossed his path. And oddly enough, as the episode went on,
Just
his movements
resourcing.
only became more erratic, frantic, as if he was nervous, and he would continue this destructive
How do you
pattern
one-hit
of cutting
that?
down trees and killing animals until his axe broke. And as he began heading back to his base, he noticed a small patch of flowers, much like episode 1. But oddly enough, this time he would only pick up the red ones.
He's racist! Colorist. He's colorist.
After arriving back at his base, he would enter through the door, but instead of following the corridor leading to his room, which he'd usually do, he instead just mined a hole through the wall straight into his room, avoiding the tunnels entirely.
See, I was trying to like
And then the
mainly step on the white.
Why didn't he go through the hallway, opting to break a part of his house instead? And it was here when I realized that Malm didn't say a single word throughout the whole episode. Not one message.
Yeah, maybe he's like calm. Like, come on, leave him alone.
Which was
Leave the guy alone. Maybe he
definitely
just wants to be
weird to say
silent.
the least. Up until this point, Malm has always typed in the game chat, but why not now? Could this all somehow be connected to what happened in the previous episode? In hopes of actually finding an answer this time, I immediately went on to the 7th episode, titled Cave Exploration. And this was the strangest one yet.
Love Roblox?
No.
Earn Roblox digital gift cards with Microsoft Rewards.
Episode 7 once again started inside his base. This time, while leaving his base, we can briefly see that Malm had oddly enough
Covered up his passageway. Maybe he's just scared of the dark. Cause he's racist.
blocked off the original pathway leading to his room with
We
cobblestone.
saw it at normal speed, by the way.
This was definitely bizarre, however, I really didn't know what to think about it yet. After exiting his base, he finally types his first message in a while. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm going to get more stuff. Returning to the same forest from the last episode,
Guys,
we
see
can
that?
now
Yeah, see that right there? He's racist.
see that there is not a single tree left standing. He clearly did more work off camera, but then, out of the corner of his eye, he spotted an exposed cave.
He's cutting down all the brown trees. Okay? He is cutting down all the brown trees. That's a sign.
He began carefully
Racist
traversing his way down it.
Man.
After reaching the bottom, he eventually hit a dead end. But this was where something incredibly disturbing happened. After reaching the dead end, he immediately, without hesitation, began desperately trying to escape. His
See, because he touched the black, he's racist.
movements now more erratic than
racist.
ever, his camera shaking like an earthquake. He feverishly began placing blocks under himself,
Colorist
trying to
man.
tower up
He's
to
colorist.
escape. Once reaching the surface, he hurriedly blocked off the entrance
See,
of the cave,
because he hates the darker colors.
shaking
Colorist
with every
man.
block. He then began sprinting back to his base as if he was late for something important. And this wasn't even the weirdest part of the episode. After arriving back at his base, he spontaneously began destroying his house, mining everything, block for block. He started with the cyan walls, then the roof, making his way down to the checkerboard floor. He destroyed every single block, ending with the door. It was now pitch black out, and Malm would spend the remainder of the episode just staring
He purposely made his house a ding-a-ling. Purposely. Like, I'm being so dead, but look at.
at what he had done, and then the video ended. This was the most peculiar episode yet. Every aspect of it was just filled with mystery. 1. Why did Malm block off the tunnel in his house? 2. What caused his outlandish
He's
reaction
colorist.
in the cave?
He's
And
colorist.
3. Why did he suddenly destroy
He's
his
colorist.
entire base?
It's just
I
all
feel
because
like
he's
with
colorist.
each mystery
bro.
we're trying to solve, several new ones emerge. So on the edge of my seat, pleading for answers, I continued on to episode 8, titled Reinvention. And this one was just odd. The 8th episode began normally enough. Malm was in a boat, traveling down the river. I'm gonna make a new base, kinda restarting things, new scenery. After reaching the shore, Malm hopped out of the boat
Lighter
and began
scenery.
traversing up the rough terrain. After a couple
Colorist.
minutes of traveling, he finally reached a spot he liked. This place seems good. After crafting a few new items, such as a diamond sword, iron hoe, and shears, he began exploring around the new area. He bred some chickens, sheared some sheep, and finally began construction of his new base. And at first, everything seemed normal, but maybe it was too normal. Malm's new base was built out of wood, had windows and an iron door. He finished off his base by adding a small wheat farm just outside and ended construction by saying how much he liked it. But then he said, I'm gonna go exploring the new area real quick. And he didn't know it yet, but this one decision would quickly become his worst mistake yet. After heading up the mountains, he took one more good look at his new base and began setting off. Maybe I'll find a village
See
or
how he
something
avoided
cool.
that brown horse? He's a colorist.
However, after
Can't-
looking around for a
can't
few
say you
minutes, he
guys
still didn't
anything
find
more but the
anything.
truth.
I don't know if there's anything here. Saying that he's probably gonna go back and continue working on his new base. But right as he began heading back, he accidentally stumbled upon something. The place where his old base once sat. You
Ding-a-ling,
could still see the
ding-a-ling.
exact spot it stood, marked by the impression in the ground. And he stood there, frozen, just staring at the past in front of him. And he would stand there, completely still, not moving a muscle for a solid 10 minutes straight. And that was until the episode ultimately ended. And honestly, this was just the saddest episode of them all. It had become painfully clear that Malm wasn't just wandering, he was trying to escape something. And for a brief moment, it seemed like he
So
might
is he avoiding
actually
that brown
succeed.
horse?
After everything, he was finally starting to seem normal again. Like the weight had started to lift off
When
his shoulders.
collecting white
But then,
wool.
by sheer accident, he stumbled across the ruins of his old base. A place he probably didn't even realize was so close. It was like opening a door he thought he'd locked forever. And just like that, all the progress he made began to unravel. And this was when I realized that there was only one more video in the series, episode 9. And weirdly, this one didn't have a title. There was no clues, no hints, nothing to
did.
prepare us for what was
Episode
about to
9.
come. So reluctantly, I clicked, my heart racing with anticipation. And to put it lightly, this was horrifying.
Play War Thunder now. Join millions of players across the globe in massive battles on tanks,
Play War
aircraft, and
Thunder
helicopters.
now.
Episode 9 started instantly. It began with Malm running through a forest, as if something was chasing him. The splatters of
being,
rain
guys,
and
what
flashes
about
of thunder illuminating the dark sky. His camera movement was now very erratic and jittery, as if he was
Window
shaking
Alt
in real
R, bro.
life.
He just
He
accidentally,
frantically
he accidentally hit window alt R. It's okay. It's okay. It happens to the best of us.
traversed up a hill, noticing a small patch of flowers before continuing his panicky escape. He ran by trees, taking fall damage every few steps, unsure of which direction to go. It was then where he spotted an exposed cave on the surface. Without a second thought, he began traversing his way down, losing tons of health in the process. After reaching a dead end at the bottom, he began digging inside the cave walls, tunneling. Every few steps he would block off where he came from, as if he was trying to cover his trail. He went up, he went down, he went left, right, he dug in all directions, just like a maze. It was disorienting. He would continue digging, chipping away at every block, getting deeper and deeper within the walls of the cave until his pickaxe broke. Initially, he froze, but then he started slowly panning around the room, taking in everything that had just occurred. He would go on to type just one more final message before the episode ended, staring deeply into the camera. I am Malum.
I am.
And this was the last episode Malum ever posted to his channel. No other videos, no bio, not even a profile picture. There was nothing. He seemingly vanished off the internet after this final video. But why? And most importantly, for what reason was he acting just so strange? Is his disappearance somehow connected to all these weird things happening in his world? His erratic movements, the tunnels, the caves, destroying his base, randomly freezing for minutes on end. Is all of this, in one way or another, somehow connected? I felt like this mystery was pulling me deeper and deeper in. I had to find out what happened to Malum following his disappearance. And prepare yourselves, because this story is only just beginning. I decided that to start my investigation, I would begin looking back at all the episodes he posted in hopes of coming across any clues or details I might have missed the first time around. And for the first few episodes, I didn't find anything particularly extraordinary. Sure, there were some odd moments like when he suddenly froze mid-game just staring blankly at the screen, but nothing we hadn't already seen before. Nothing useful. Nothing that could actually move us forward. And that was when I realized that if we were going to find a real lead, something that actually mattered, we would have to dig a lot deeper than surface level. And that's when I found something in episode 5.
Ding-a-ling.
Something that changed everything. You see, at first it didn't seem like there would be anything too useful here, but then I remembered something crucial. While Malum was typing out his message going over his plans for the episode, he mentioned something very specific. Today I'm going to try finding diamonds. I was on Reddit earlier and saw the best Y level to find diamonds is -58. This one clue may finally help us in putting an end to this mystery.
This could be
Did you
URL.
catch it? You see, in Malum's message, he briefly mentions that he was on Reddit earlier that day while looking for the best Y level to find diamonds on. Chances are, if Malum was on Reddit, he most likely has a Reddit account. And if he does,
Oh,
it would
really?
open up possibilities to find out more about him, and maybe, just maybe, what happened to him after he vanished. But then, I came to a depressing realization. When you Google the phrase best Y level for diamonds, the first result that comes up is a Reddit post. This means that there's a very high chance Malum was simply searching on Google, came across that post, and didn't even need a Reddit account to view it. Which means that this whole thing might have been for nothing. So overflowing with anticipation at this point, I reluctantly closed out of the video and navigated my way towards Reddit, hoping that we would actually discover an account belonging to Malum. So I anxiously typed in his username, Malum6x3, into the search bar and pressed enter. And to my astonishment, I actually found it. We found Malum's Reddit account. So filled with more excitement than ever, I clicked
Wait. 6 times 3, 18. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 letters in Malum, and then 2 M's in Malum, and then 5 times 2 is 10, and 18 plus 10 is 28. So really here, this is all bullshit. We stop. We should really stop. It's not even that bad. Like, come on, pal. And he's gay. Got a pink profile. So you're gay. You're gone pink.
onto his profile, and I didn't know it yet, but this is where things would become downright nightmarish. You see, at first everything seemed completely normal. Towards the beginning of Malum's posting history, he frequently posted on the Minecraft subreddit, talking about the game and his new survival world. I started a new world on a random seed, nothing crazy yet, got a little hill base going on and found the new cherry grove biome next to spawn, which is pretty sick. And he would continue posting about random stuff in the game, such as joking about how he hasn't played Minecraft in so long that he's forgotten how to play in Post 2, and asking what the best way to find villages is in the 3rd.
He's gay! He's looking for a boyfriend. Someone date Malum. Look at— he's gay! He's gay! Oh my gosh, he's gay. He's looking for a boyfriend. Someone, I literally actually just called it because pink profile. Look at him. He's using little emojis
And
too.
he would continue posting about random stuff in the game, such as joking about how he hasn't played Minecraft in so long that he's forgotten how to play in Post 2, and asking what the best way to find villages is in the third. It wasn't until the fourth post that Malm said something that, at first, I brushed off. What's the best Minecraft server? Hey guys, what are some of your favorite Minecraft servers to play on? I used to play a lot with my friend Cole, but recently he's been
His boyfriend. Forgot the boy in front of friend, dude.
busy and hasn't been on in a while. I used to play Hypixel a lot and it was always fun, but are there any others I should try out? Initially, I didn't think much of this post. Just Malm asking for some cool Minecraft servers to play on. He also mentions that he has a friend named
Boyfriend.
Cole, but he's been pretty
Get it
busy
right.
and doesn't have time to play anymore. Nothing seemed too off yet. Does anyone want to play any servers with me? Yo guys,
He had to
I was
hide
just
it. He had to
wondering-
hide it. He had to. It's his heart and full of coal. See, now I'm just like coming up with like new theories that no one would come up with.
If anyone would be down to join me or play any Minecraft servers with me, like Bed Wars or something, friend me on Discord, please. It will be fun.
Please.
This post was basically just an ad Malm put out to make some new friends. It's now pretty clear that Malm is feeling pretty bored and maybe even lonely, especially since his friend Cole hasn't had any time to.
My sound was too quiet even at 100%. Then I found
Oh,
Volume
really?
Max. It boosts volume
You're
up
gonna
to
make
600.
like you're gonna make kids go in death, dude.
To be on recently. Malm's just looking for anyone that would be willing to play with him, and by this point, everything seemed relatively normal. But things
See, if you just add a tail to that O, cut it off. No, add another tail to this O, place the Y right here. It's gay. He is gay.
would soon become
He's
very
a
dark
colorist
very
gay.
quickly.
Colorist gay.
Why is my best friend ignoring me all of a
He's-
sudden?
Oh, color.
Hey everyone, I have a problem. For the past couple of weeks, my friend Cole has been ignoring me. Whenever I text him
Boyfriend Cole.
back, he leaves me on red. He never calls me back. He doesn't even want to hang out anymore. I don't know what I could have done. I don't know why.
Dude, just cause, bro, just break up with him, bruh. Just break up with him, bruh. It's okay.
He's mad at
Leave
me.
me on red.
I haven't been able to talk to him since last week, and even then he just brushed me off and didn't really talk much. I'm trying to figure out if it's something maybe I did or what. I'm pretty disappointed about it. He's been my best
Boyfriend.
friend since like 3rd grade, lol. Anyways, can anyone please help me? Thanks. Now this post was
Why's my
actually
boyfriend ignoring
pretty
me all of a
sad.
sudden?
Malm says that his best friend Cole has been ignoring him for weeks,
Boyfriend Cole.
and he has no idea why. He wonders if he might have done something wrong to upset him, but nothing comes to mind. We can tell this isn't usual behavior from Cole just by the way Malm is describing it. So it really makes us wonder, why is Cole acting like this? Obviously intrigued with this drama, I continued on to the next post for answers, but somehow it got even more confusing. Update from my last post. Thanks to everyone who replied to my last post. Soon after posting it, I was finally able to get into contact with
Boyfriend.
my friend Cole. I tried to ask him if he was mad at me for any reason, and if that's why he hasn't been answering me, but all he told me was no, and that he's just been really busy with stuff in his life. I asked what exactly was taking up all of his time, but he kinda just dismissed my question. We still aren't talking as much as we used to, so I don't know if he's just lying to me or he's annoyed or what's going on. But he probably is just tired since he texted me back late at night.
Honestly, being so that honest to anybody who's watching, if somebody is treating you like that, like either give them time, like they might be going through a hard time, or they are actually trying to like distance from you. It's happened to me before, like my best friend since I was born like just dropped me out of the blue, and it was just because I said something wrong. I didn't even know what I said wrong. It was just her excuse. Whatever. Whatever. Let me not get into it. But like I still try to contact her, and like it just hurt more to contact her than just to leave it alone. So my biggest advice on that is just like leave it alone. He like Cole in this situation, his boyfriend, like just doesn't want to be with him anymore, or like you're just growing apart from your friends, you know? Like maybe you just guys have grown up, because 3rd grade's a long time.
Now, this post was even more puzzling. Malum said that he was finally able to get
Friend
into
Cole.
contact with Cole, but he was still acting very off. Responding very shortly, not answering any questions. Why was Cole acting just so odd? It's clear that he's obviously trying to hide something from Malum, but what? Now, Malum did mention that Cole replied late at night, so he could have just been tired. However, I just don't think that's the case anymore. So hoping for some kind of explanation, I went straight to the next post. However, things only grew more perplexing. Do you guys think I'm just overreacting? Recently, my friend, Cole, hasn't been answering any texts or calls at all. I've been trying to reach out to him to ask him if he's mad at me or anything, and he just replies very shortly and curtly. This has been going on for at least a month at this point. I can tell something is wrong, and I don't know if it's maybe something I done or what. Am I just overreacting? If anyone has any thoughts on this, please let me know. Thank you.
Excuse
Malum
me, I'm
then
sorry.
provided this screenshot of their text conversation.
Yo, Cole, what's up, bro? You haven't texted me back in a while. Everything good? Yo, Cole, you there?
Tail? What a tail. Why? Gay Cole, you there?
Stop spamming me, please.
He wants to break up.
Okay,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Malum. What was his
This post was...
Oh my goodness, you're not gonna show his little like profile thing, the little icon. My boyfriend Cole has been ignoring me, and I really want him to respond. Why do you like capitalize Cole? CO. That's
unnerving.
ask him be linked
After
or
a few
something.
months of not being able to contact his best friend, Malum finally got in touch with Cole, only to get a very short, almost passive-aggressive This post was unnerving. After a few months of not being able to contact his best
Boyfriend
friend, Malum finally got in touch with Cole, only to get a
Cole ding-a-ling. Cole ding-a-ling. Damn, charge your phone, boy. What is he connected to? On Bluetooth. Period. Like, period. You know. And what's up, bro? Gay Cole, what's up, baby? Really overweight? You haven't texted me back in a while. Everything gay? Gay Cole, you down to get dirty? Stop spamming me, please. Oh, okay. I'll never text you again. You're ugly and fat and...
very short, almost passive-aggressive reply. Malum says he can tell something is wrong,
I
but
can
he just
tell
doesn't
something's
know
gonna
what.
happen with this
So left with
CO.
more questions than ever, I had to continue on to get to
Probably
the bottom
not
of this,
oxide,
but
right?
oddly enough, Malum actually took a 2-month break from Reddit before making its next post. The same exact amount of time as his break between
'Cause-
episodes 2 and 3.
Cause he is mad his boyfriend's Cole is breaking up with them. See, I'm taking a long break because my boyfriend broke up with me and I'm sad. See, that's what that means.
And who knows,
Read
maybe it's just a
between the
coincidence, but something about it just doesn't sit right with me.
Yeah.
Am I in the wrong for being furious? I don't even know how to explain it. I was just mad that Cole wasn't answering my text, but now I just feel, I don't know, off. Everything feels off. I'm still mad, but it's like, it doesn't even matter now. But it does matter. He wouldn't just ignore me like that, right? I just feel so angry and helpless, and I don't even know how to put it anymore. Am I wrong for being mad at him? Sorry.
First of all, you're not in the wrong. You're not in the wrong, man. I'm sorry. Your boyfriend's breaking up with you. And you don't have to be sorry. That's kind of weird. This is like, he emailed somebody this. Low-key.
$10 for a large, $10 for any 3 toppings, $10 for your choice of hut crust.
$10
Only
for
at
shut
Pizza
up.
Hut.
Holy roast.
Just got a new merch order in, and I want to show you guys how the designs came out.
That's cool.
These items are actually test samples that we...
Now, this was incredibly odd. It's more obvious than ever now that Malum is becoming increasingly more affected by the fact that Cole isn't answering him. But why? Why is Malum just so angry? And why is he apologizing, saying he feels helpless? I feel like there's more to the story that we aren't seeing at the surface. Just why is Malum acting so peculiar? I decided just to continue right on to the next post before doing anything else to see where this was headed. Maybe I missed something. I don't even know what I'm doing writing.
That's kind of like poem. He's like A B C D C D E F G G. It's like a sonnet. It's a sonnet. It's a sonnet.
It's not like it changes anything.
This is William Shakespeare. This is William Shakespeare.
Maybe it'll feel different. Maybe it will make sense. People keep saying stuff that doesn't help. Like they're trying to explain something they don't even understand, and I keep going over everything. Like maybe I missed something. He should have texted or called. I don't even know how to do that. I don't even know how to feel right now. Maybe he just needed to get away for a while. Maybe he's just somewhere without service. At this point, it seems like Malum is just overreacting now, considering the fact that this whole reaction is simply just because his friend Cole hasn't texted him back. Who knows? Maybe Cole has truly just been busy for the past few weeks and Malum is just being overdramatic. And this seems to be even more evident when you take a look at his next post, where Malum is still ranting about how furious and saddened he is by the fact that Cole hasn't talked to him. He's still acting over the top and even going as far as asking others if it's normal for him to be reacting this way. But that now
You didn't read that out to me, Papa. Sorry guys, I don't know what's wrong with me. I keep telling myself Cole's probably just unreachable right now. Maybe he's got up somewhere, no signal, maybe you need a break, but it's almost a month now and nothing, no text, no calls, nothing at all. I keep going over everything we said, trying to find some sign I missed, something that would explain why he just stopped people. He just stopped. People keep telling me to accept it and move on, but how do I do that when he's my boyfriend and I'm just so angry and confused with him? And still, part of me feels like this was all some kind of mistake. Is it normal to feel like you're stuck because right now I don't know how to move forward? Like, I'm being so dead ass, like, no one's this caught up on Friends. Like, unless you got, like, really attached. This was 92 days ago. Dude, honestly, like, when he's my best friend, people are telling me to accept it and move on. Obviously, they're dating. Like, it's the deeper relationship than friends.
He's still
He's just too
acting
scared
over
to tell
the top
the
and
internet
even
he's
going
gay.
as far as asking others if it's normal for him to be reacting this way. But
Yeah.
that now leads us into an even bigger
The
question.
breakup sweet thing.
We still don't know exactly why Cole's not answering his phone, but just why is Malum reacting so intensely over it? I feel like each post we read just drags us further and further into the mystery, so I desperately clicked on to the next one. I needed answers. I'm going insane. I tried calling Cole 34 times yesterday. He didn't answer once. I don't know why I keep expecting a different outcome. It can't change. I call him, I text him, nothing. I don't even know why I do this anymore. I really don't.
Bro, Cole's dingling must be like the size of Melon's forearm, dude. Like, what the? There's no way you are this desperate for some dingling. Get some new one, Melon. Wake up, pal. You're doing great by yourself. You're fine, I promise you.
It seems that Cole not answering Malum's
I swear.
calls has completely ruined his life.
34
Malum has been
times.
trying for months to get into contact with him now, and he fails each time.
That's
Malum
3
even went as far as calling Cole a total of 34 times in a single day, but Cole didn't answer, not once. On one side of the story, Cole not answering a single call, let alone a message for multiple months, is pretty absurd, but Malum's reaction to it is even crazier. And come on, it's not like Cole's dead or anything. He's just not answering his phone. Malum is completely overreacting.
Why not check his, like, Cole's CO's social media or something, you know? Like, check his socials, dude. Sorry, let me put something behind you.
I can't keep it all in anymore. He's gone. He's gone. He did it. His cousin posted on his account. Cole.
Oh, shit. That's not funny. I'm so sorry, Bal. I'm like actually so sorry for your loss, Malum. Cole killed himself. I'm so. Ooh, Cole.
Killed himself. I don't even know how to process this anymore. I kept waiting for him to come back, like maybe he'd see my missed calls or texts and finally answer.
That's actually
And
so
now,
sad.
he never will.
Viewer
This is
discretion
eating me
advised.
alive.
I'm
I
so
should have done more or said more or been more. I don't know. I feel horrible. I just kept thinking about myself. How he didn't answer me. How he wasn't calling me back. I never thought about how he was feeling. Not once.
Serious note, guys. Anybody, like, ends their life in your life, like somebody ends their life, it is never your fault unless you're physically forcing them to or physically telling them to do that every day. Like, see how, like, Malum's blaming himself for Cole's death? That's never gonna be the case. People go through their own things in their own head. It's never your fault unless you're actually forcing it. Like, never blame yourself over somebody else's mistakes. That's all I gotta say.
If only I knew, I
R.I.P.
could have
Cole.
prevented it. I just wish I wasn't so selfish. This is all my fault. Cole
It's not his
is
fault.
dead. I just couldn't believe it. This whole time, Malum's best friend has been dead. Cole killed himself. That must explain why Cole wasn't answering his phone at all. This whole time, unbeknownst to us or Malum, Cole was dealing with something much darker than we ever thought. Himself. And what's equally as sad is that Malum blames himself for all of this. I began
Not
looking
his
back at
fault.
all of his Reddit posts, trying to take it all in. And that's when I realized something even more depressing. From post number 9 and onwards, Malum knew that Cole was dead. He was just in denial. That explains everything. Why he said it doesn't even matter anymore, thinking that Cole must just be someone with no service. Why Malum said he's going insane. Malum has been grieving, and we just didn't know. I went on to look at his posts for maybe any updates. Hopefully he's been healing from this, but what I saw was just depressing. Posts saying that Cole just cannot be dead and that Malum doesn't believe it. Begging Cole to come back, saying that
8 years? There's no way he can be that. I think he could still be that.
he can't stop thinking
Oh, that's actually
about
so
him.
sad.
Malum even posted about how he hasn't been able to sleep for the past 5 days. He just stays up at night, thinking, taking it all in. And that's when I stumbled upon...
Guys, if something, like, if you're ever feeling down, like, I strongly advise, like, go get help. Go, like, look for help. Even if you feel like you have nobody, you have somebody. There's somebody always out there for you. There's therapists, there's your parents. You can't have your parents, you can't afford a therapist. Talk to somebody. Like, go online, like, don't like, talk to, like, absolute strangers online, but, like, maybe go to, like, a safe place in, like, your head. Like, never think that, like, you're not enough. You are just enough the way you are. Because no one can, like, shine you down or upshine you because you are your own main character. Okay? Just don't have main character syndrome. Also, he's misspelled just. I'm not gonna play.
Truly one of the most heartbreaking things I've ever read. I killed my friend. I think it's my fault. Maybe I made Cole angry. Do you think I made him kill himself? Sorry, Cole. Come back. Please.
Oh.
EVE Online is a vast universe.
Malum is still blaming himself after all this time. It's sad to see how much Malum is suffering from this, saying that maybe he made Cole angry and that's why he did.
I can really hope this story's fake. Like, I actually so dead but make this, like, hope this story is fake. Like, hopefully this was made up. Which is kind of messed up if they made this up, but it's like content. Again, it's the internet. But, yeah. I really hope this is fake. Really
What
hope
he
this is
did.
fake.
I continued on to his next couple of posts. Maybe he's finally accepting it, but what I read was just tragic. No sleep in 8 days. I have not been able to sleep for 8 days. I'm awake all night, cannot do stuff anymore. My friend Cole, who is alive, is my best friend and invited me to his house. We're going to watch a movie.
He's actually hallucinating. Can't spell correct. Sleep. Sleep. Not been allowed to go. I haven't been allowed to go to sleep. Sleepy in the 8 days. I woke up all night. I awake all night, cannot do stuff anymore. My friend Cole, who is alive, is my best friend, and invited me to his house where we're going to watch a movie. It will be fun.
It will be.
Yo. Ignore me ever making fun of this guy. I'm so sorry. My heart goes out to you, pal. I'm so sorry. So sorry. Get better. Don't hallucinate too
Be
much.
fun. This was just devastating. Malm has been so crushed by the death of his best friend, so caught up in everything that he hasn't been able to go to sleep for the past 8 days. Not even for just one night. It was horrible. It's painfully clear just how much the lack of sleep is unraveling his life. His posts have grown increasingly erratic, barely legible, flooded with spelling errors and broken grammar. And that's when I realized that he only made one more post to Reddit before completely vanishing, gone from the internet without a single trace. Cole is alive. Malm is still deep in denial, with no escape. It seems with this grief, combined with the lack of sleep, has made him, quite frankly, go insane. It's truly heartbreaking to see how much anguish the situation has caused him. And then, he disappeared. And now, for the first time ever, I finally understood why Malm suddenly vanished out of nowhere. He was grieving. And as I was looking back at his old episodes he posted to his channel, I came to a gut-wrenching realization. Remember how Malm would be playing in his Minecraft world, completely normal, but then, out of nowhere, would suddenly snap and just start sprinting in the opposite direction and act very strange? Well, I began looking back at each video one by one, hoping to maybe find some answers, a reason for this, and that's when it hit me. You see, in the first 2 episodes, Malm was normal. Nothing strange happened. He started his world, collected wood, mined for coal, iron, killed some animals. Everything was completely ordinary. But then, in episode 3, that's when everything started going downhill. And weirdly enough, episode 3 was uploaded after Malm's long break from the internet, April 7th, 2025. The same week Cole died. And episode 3 just so happened to be when Malm started acting different. It was around 3 minutes into the video. He was down in a cave looking for iron, nothing unusual. He mines what he needs and begins heading back up to the surface. But then, he notices something out of the corner of his eye. Coal ore. He stops. He doesn't move, doesn't speak, just stares at it.
Oh my gosh, because it's coal. Oh my gosh, that's so bad. That's so sad. Oh my goodness. No, I feel bad. He is not a colorist. This is not a gay man. This is a grieving guy. I feel bad. No one flame this guy. This is a sweet young guy that went freaking missing. Bro, my heart goes out to you, Melon. I'm so sorry.
For 5 whole minutes, like something short-circuited in his brain, like he wasn't even in the game anymore.
Cool.
Could it be that somehow, some way that this Cole reminded him of his friend Cole? It sounds insane, but I had to be sure. So I kept watching, episode after episode, and there it was, every single time. In episode 4, when he's smelting dye for his house, he opens the furnace, sees the coal, and instantly clicks out of it, acting as if nothing had happened. Or later, when he's mining for diamonds, he accidentally uncovers a patch of coal, and he runs full sprint, like he just saw something he wasn't supposed to. He even blocks the tunnel behind him like he's trying to trap something in or keep it from following him. Every time Cole appeared, he didn't just act like he was scared by it, he acted like he was being hunted by it. This one moment explains everything. Malm wasn't just going crazy for no reason, he was drowning in grief. Every time he saw Cole Orr, it must have reminded him of his best friend Cole. Not just the name, but everything they used to do together. It dragged those memories back up to the surface, memories he clearly wasn't ready to face. That's why he always ran. He was using Minecraft as an escape, but even there, he just couldn't find peace. It was heartbreaking. He was just haunted by grief. He was trapped in it. That's why Malm vanished from the internet, only leaving behind one final video. It was a cry for help, a last-ditch effort. We may never know what truly happened to Malm following his disappearance, but wherever he is now, I just hope that he finally found peace.
Yo. Drive by. That is actually so sad. That concludes this video, actually. That's so sad. Like, I feel, like, incredibly bad for making fun of Malin. Like, you never know what someone's going through. I thought it was gonna be, like, a funny little goofy video. I don't know what to say, but goodbye, YouTube. Have a good night, and remember that you matter, and never think less of that. Remember that you are the only person in your life that you can look up to. good night, good evening, or good morning.